Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Shelly and I am the Barely Budgeter, and this is my debt confession. So it's been a while since I've been on here, and I have been saying that I was going to do a debt confession, and I ended up not getting to that. I actually did not even stream last year. So, this, I will go over last year's debt and then how it has been for this year. So, at the start of January 1st, 2024, this is my debt. It's everything excluding the mortgage. So I had Watercress at 9.95%. That kind of really hurt, and it was a roof, furnace, and AC unit that kind of went out, and the monthly payment is about $483 a month. And then I had Home Depot, $2,190. The minimum payment is really low because, you know, they like their money. It was 0 interest until 10 of 2024. That was for a refrigerator that we got, and I believe a couple other things around the house to help do improvements. And then we have Kroger card. That was 0 interest until August 2024. And the minimum payment for that was $150 with the balance of $14,751.85. And then we have Quicksilver. I usually tried to pay this off every month, but it kind of got up there. I know I had car loan and everything, but this was the first that I wanted to pay off. And then Frontier, it was February 2024, and it was $9,000 and $90 a month, and that was the second one that I wanted to get paid off. And then we have a PLOC, the first one at 12.5%. That kind of works like a credit card, and this loan is more like how mortgages and student loans are, where the interest is at the beginning of the payments schedule. So we have almost $2,500 here, and then $54 a month. Then we have my student loans. There's 4 of them, and I verified it was 4.66%. But they didn't have minimum payments because they were in forbearance and everything. And they added up to, I believe, close to 13, a little over 13,600 or 700. And then the total is $96,261. So that was in 2024 what I was working with. And so at the beginning of this year, I have January 1st of 2025. Some of these are a little more rounded because I couldn't pinpoint the interest at the time of writing these down, because it was actually last week when I did this. So Watercress actually got paid down 19,713 from, I'll actually have this so you guys can see how it compared. And then the Home Depot, that went down some. I think I paid the amount that was due by October, and this is actually until April of 2025. This amount is, because this one was part of the 18 months to pay it off. And then we have Kroger, which there is no current balance on that. Out of the 14,750, and that is because it was relocated somewhere else in the debt. The Quicksilver, I did get that pretty much paid down, and I do pay it off every month now. This is more of like living expenses. We usually use the card for groceries, gas, and all that, and then I pay it off every month. And then the Frontier, that was only like $11. It was for a plane ticket. I use miles, and I'm going on a trip with my son. And then the PLOC, it actually went up because the interest rate is a lot lower, so I just kind of converted it down into the PLOC to help with interest, and so it can help get paid off quicker. And then also with the student loans, I did end up paying off the lowest one, so I didn't have any, and I kind of have paid down some of this, like these two that I'm working on, and I actually don't have any payments until May of this year still. So I'm trying to focus on my other debt that does have interest. And this all adds up to $46,475. And then the Kroger was pretty much transferred over to this Discover. And of course I paid like 4% transfer fee so I could get more time, and I'm tired of just moving around money because that's not paying off debt. Not at all. And then I also have another PLOC, number 2, and that has $20,460. And I have that kind of from the Watercress loan, because even though this is actually 11.5%, it's actually accruing less interest than what this was at the 9.95%. So, so yeah. And then this all comes out to $81,474, and I paid off $14,787 last year. So that's how from last year to this year it has came, and I want to update you quarterly on my debt and see where we are. And I do have some scheduled videos coming up soon, where we do the cash savings and games and all of that. And I kind of want to make Fridays like every other Friday, like I want to call them Future Fridays, because that's where I'll talk about what I have planned and the goals I have and how I'm going to try to reach them, and also my journey with the budgeting and planning a wedding. Got engaged, and we are planning on having the wedding in 2026. So there's a lot going on, but I want to focus on paying off the debt and just pay for wedding expenses as they come. So I'm not really saving for the wedding at this point because I have a little time, but like I said, there's a lot of debt here that I want to definitely get paid off before then. So I hope you join me on my other videos and just help with any questions or advice that you guys have. And I want to tell you, we were trying to do a no spend January, and I mentioned it to my fiance, and I was like, yeah, you know, a no spend January. He's like, I've never heard that before. So I was like, well, I see it all the time. I hear about it all the time. And he's like, well, this is the first I've heard about it, so it must be in your circle. And I was like, well, he asked his friends, no one's heard of it. And I was like, well, I got to thinking, I do watch, I've been part of the budgeting community now, watching YouTube videos on budgeting and things like that for the last year and a half. And of course, I've been hearing it a lot throughout those videos. And so I've even asked some people at my job if they've heard of it, and they're like, oh, no, what is that? So it's probably like those quotes that like you grow up with, like with family. Like my grandma, she used to say, when you say something and it has nothing to do with was being discussed, she'd be like, well, what does that have to do with the price of eggs in China? And I said that at school once, and people looked at me weird, like where did that come from? And I thought it was an everyday saying. But yeah, some of my thoughts is having a Roll in the Money Mondays and Tiny Tuesdays, where this is kind of a play on Mini Mondays, but I always think of Tuesday as the second Monday of the week. So, and then the Roll in the Money Mondays is for like the roll the dice challenges. So these are a couple of ideas that I have, and I also want to do a weekly Wednesday. So I'm sure to at least be on here once a week on Wednesdays, but I'm hoping to have videos 3 times a week. So I hope you join me, and until next time, just hit like and subscribe to my channel, and why don't you let me know in the comment section, like, sayings that you've heard or things that may have not been, like, just in your family, or things maybe it's a culture thing as well, about things that are said that other people may have no idea what you're talking about. So, like you're speaking a different language. So, I will see you soon. Bye.